You are now listening to the Pelicans post-game report. Flash report.
Pelican post-game flash report. Won't be with you guys for very long, dropping a little information gathered today about the Pelicans and why bench help is on the way for the Pelicans. That's right. And this report was dropped as of yesterday, and more on it today, that New Orleans Pelicans forward is on his way back to action. So super hustle player Wenyen Gabriel, who's dealing with right knee and quadriceps issues, has been upgraded to probable for tonight's matchup. So that's a bit of good news for the Pelicans bench. And I want to break down and talk about this article coming up from a Pelicans debrief, where it breaks down and goes into what me and DC talk about on the Pelican postgame report. I'm Big Q chiming in on this one, and let me drop this one on. Gabriel could matter to the Pelicans. Now, Gabriel will return to action, which could help the Pelicans. You don't have to be a basketball expert to know that the bench has been a big issue with the Pelicans this year. They've gotten zilch from anyone not named Hart. JJ Redick has been struggling. He's in a really nice slump right now, trying to shoot himself out. Josh Hart stepped up, or the night before rather. We seen how Jackson Hayes was stepping up doing his thing. As you can see, Stan Van Gundy giving Jackson Hayes more minutes to mature. Off the bench, he still has a lot of work to do, but still in all, I'm encouraged with what I'm seeing from Jackson Hayes. But in terms of everything else, not so much. So Stan Van been wondering what he can do. As a sharpshooter, JJ Redick is in a slump. Nico Melli hasn't looked that well. NAW has been erratic from time to time. But what's particularly concerning is the lack of backup bigs against the Pacers. Hayes was the only big man to come off the bench, while Steven Adams and Zion Williamson played for a combined 66 minutes. Now, lucky there may be some relief on the horizon, or better yet, there will be, as Wenyen Gabriel. He's no all-star, but he can add depth to the bench. And then, of course, these are some ways and how Wenyen Gabriel can help you off the bench, as reported. If you're not so sure who Gabriel is, you're not alone. The 22-year-old has played in only 30 games between stints with Sacramento and Portland last season. His numbers are nothing to look at, and he was probably thought of material coming into this season. But New Orleans might need him. Gabriel is lanky. He's athletic. And I told you guys, he's able to defend the 3, the 4, and the 5. He blocks shots, dives on the floor, runs well in transition. When the Pelicans go to a smaller lineup, he could play the center position while Zion slides to the 4, and then they can get a 3-guard look. So he does help them in that way as well. And there's also specific lineups, like I just mentioned. I'm encouraged by the offensive rebound aspect of what the Pelicans are doing. The top duo in terms of Zion Williamson and Steven Adams, those two guys together are the best combo in the league in terms of getting offensive rebounds. So pretty much what Wenyen Gabriel brings is that energy and effort. He can occasionally knock down a long ball to you as well. He's improving that on his game. He will not out hustle Wenyen Gabriel, and it's good to see him coming in because we really need his length and his hustle off the bench for the Pelicans. We most certainly could have used it against the Pacers. So this is good news, as reported from the New Orleans Pelicans site. They tweeted out that Gabriel, who's dealing with right knee and quadriceps tendinitis, has been upgraded to probable for tonight's matchup. So we'll be back later on tonight with the recap of the Pelicans matchup. Big ups to all the Pelican family members. Thank y'all for joining me on this flash report. Please feel free to subscribe to the show, hit the like button, and share the show, and go Pel.
Subscribe now and stay up to date for all things New Orleans Pelicans.